There were two great hills, and on each of the hills the grass would grow. And between the hills there was a river, and over the river there was a bridge. Now on one side of the bridge there lived 1, 2, 3 Billy Goats Gruff. There was baby Billy Goat Gruff, who had small horns on the top of his head, no bigger than your thumbs. There was middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, who had horns the size of your hands. And there was great big Billy Goat Gruff, who had horns on the top of his head as long as your arm. But underneath the bridge there lived a great and a terrible troll. The troll did not like anybody trip-trap-trapping on his bridge, which meant that baby Billy Goat Gruff, middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, and big Billy Goat Gruff had to stay on their side of the river. Now, they would eat the grass, which meant that as they ate it, there wasn't much left. And they would look and they would think to themselves, "I wish we could go across that great big bridge and get to the tall, green, sweet grass on the other side." But they were very scared. At least baby Billy Goat Gruff and middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff were very scared of the troll. But baby Billy Goat Gruff was chewing at some small pieces of hard, dry, green grass and thought to itself, "I wish I could go across that bridge. I'm only small, and if I go across the bridge I wouldn't make a good meal for a troll. I wouldn't really." And so baby Billy Goat Gruff picked itself up and started to trip-trap, 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 trip-trap across the bridge, and it had nearly got to the other side. But just when it thought that it was safe, up jumped the great and the terrible troll. "Who's that trip-trap-a-trapping on me bridge?" Baby Billy Goat Gruff, with the horns on its head no bigger than your thumb. "That's only me. Baby Billy Goat Gruff, please don't eat me. I'm very, very small. I wouldn't make a very good meal for you." The troll looked and said, "Well, why shouldn't I eat you?" And baby Billy Goat Gruff thought to itself, "I've got a brother. I've got a brother who's called middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, and he's got bigger horns, a bigger body. He'd make a breakfast and a dinner for you to eat. Please let me go." The troll thought to himself, "Middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, you see? Well, he sounds very good to me. Get off me bridge." And baby Billy Goat Gruff trip-trap, 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 tripped across and started to eat the tall, sweet, green grass. Middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff was trying to find some good grass to eat. It was looking around. It looked and went, "Baby Billy Goat Gruff, I wish that we could go and get some proper grass to eat. Baby Billy Goat Gruff." And it looked over to the other side of the bridge, and who could it see but baby Billy Goat Gruff eating the tall, sweet green grass. "If he can go across, then I can go across. The troll must be sleeping." And so middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff went onto the bridge in a trip-trap, 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 tripped. And when it thought that it was safe and nearly at the other side, up jumped the great and the terrible troll. "Oh, who's that trip-a-trap-a-trapping on me bridge?" "It's only me, middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff. Please don't eat me." "Middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, I've heard about you. You'll make me a breakfast and a dinner. Oh, please don't eat me. Please don't eat me." "Why shouldn't I be eating you?" I've got a bigger brother. He's got horns on his head as long as your arm, and he would make you a breakfast, a dinner, a supper, and a tea for 2 days. Please let me go." "Oh, you like the sound of this? Get off me bridge." And middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, he trip-trap, 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 trip-trapped across the bridge and got to the other side. And baby Billy Goat Gruff and middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff were there eating the tall, sweet, green grass. Now, there was just big Billy Goat Gruff. He was there with his horns on his head, and he was trying to eat some of the hard, dry, brown grass. And he said, "Baby Billy Goat Gruff, middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff, I wish that I could be on the other side of the... And he looked all around. And he looked over here. And he looked over there. He looked up and he looked down. And he could see them on the other side of the river. If they can go across, then I can go across. And he trip-trapped on the bridge. And when he was about 3/4 of the way across the bridge, up jumped the trawl. "Who's that a trap and on me bridge?" "It's me, Big Billy Goat Gruff." "I've heard all about you. You'll make me a breakfast, a dinner, a supper, a tea for 2 days. Now I'm going to eat you." "I don't think you will." And Big Billy Goat Gruff bent his head down with his horns in front of him, and he ran as fast as he could towards the trawl, and he hit the trawl, and the trawl went up in the air. Ooh, and down he came. And he landed in the water with a huge splash and was washed away. And from that time, baby Billy Goat Gruff could trip-trap, 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 trip. And middle-sized Billy Goat Gruff could trip-trap, 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 trip. And big Billy Goat Gruff could trip-trap, trip-trap, trip across the bridge and eat the tall, sweet green grass on both sides of the river.